my god, we have 13. This is good shit. Stop.
Windows tight. I'm dead. Hear a shriek from the blackest crow as they crawl from the coffins below. Hello. Is for the blood of your young. I'm dead. Are you gonna cry, bro? I'm Hello, Portland! Woo! My name is Wednesday 13. Welcome to the Undead Unplugged show. Forever dead, no longer life, no longer flesh, forever gone, no looking back, all it fades to black. In this moment, simply wait, it's a bittersweet eye, love and taste, forever gone, no looking back, all it fades to black. The stars are bleed, shine a light to the darkness, we watch it light, forever gone, no looking back, blood paints are black. Oh yeah. Yeah! Woo! 2, 1, 2. Transylvania 90210. My room came alive. My daughters died. Stacked 13 pennies on his eyes. I stared out the wall and stared back at me. It started to breathe and then it started to bleed. Open and it started to flow. And my future was exposed. The gods gave me my own TV show. Transylvania 90210. Make some noise out there, boys. I pulled the skeleton together and it came to life. It said that I love you more, so take the knife from the floor. Go kill for me, what are you waiting for? The moon cracked open and it started to blow. And my future was exposed. The gods gave me my own TV show. Transylvania 90210. And my future was exposed. God gave me my own TV show. Transylvania 90210. Transylvania 90210. Oh yeah! Portland! Yeah! Welcome to the first U.S. Wednesday 13 Undead Unplugged show. You are here! Yeah! It's like a private party for you guys. It's our first acoustic tour, and I think he's probably thinking like, what the fuck is Wednesday 13 doing acoustic? I don't know, but I think it works. You guys like it? So I had this idea years ago, and I always write these songs that I do on acoustic guitar, and I'm like, man, I'm always in my room playing guitar, just, man, it sounds cool. I should do a show like this. So we tried it in the UK earlier this year, and it went over really well, and we decided to do a few shows here in the States, and you're one of them. You're the first show. So we'll keep it going. By the way, hey Kyle, can you turn this fan on over here? I need my fan on. My fan.
Let's play some rock!
We're gonna play some rock!
Yeah!
This is called Dead Carolina.
Yeah!
Trying to see through this dead and breathe all these words they are lost in philosophy. Lost in a trance, never had the chance. Now the horse to walk the dance. Everything is free now. Ashes all across the floor, and I'm just hoping they out by the key to unlock this door. And you know that I'm trying to make my way through the unknown. I'm trying so hard to find ya in this dead Carolina. Shadows they fall like the bones in the halls, and it things I remember the dead to the wall. Nothing to see, we're all lost in the weeds. Now the dead in the game, watching this night parade. Everything is free now. Ashes all across the floor, and I'm just hoping that I find the key to unlock this door. And you know that I'm trying to make my way through the unknown dying. And I'm trying so hard to find ya in this dead Carolina. Make some noise! And you know that I'm trying to make my way through the art of dying, trying so hard to find ya in the state of Carolina. And you know that I'm trying to make my way through the art of dying, trying so hard to find ya in the state of Carolina. Make some noise. All right, here we are again. Like I said, the first Wednesday 13 acoustic show in the U.S. Here with you guys. I really can't even see you guys. Is anyone here? I see like 6 people here in front, but then I see people in the back, maybe a little bit. Wave your hands up. Make some noise so we can see you. All right, hello people. How's it been? When was the last time I was here? Was it last? What?
Yeah.
Yes, that was a long time ago. A year ago.
And it was amazing.
It was beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry, these guitars are really weird. I have to tune really quick, so give me like 2 seconds. And you guys can make noise while you do it, because it just makes it feel better. So this acoustic thing, you know, I told you earlier, I was like, I always work these songs, you know, on acoustic guitar, and the idea to do it in a live setting was something I always wanted to do. We tried it in the UK, and so the whole idea of doing this, I really didn't have anything to follow, like any bands going, who does acoustic stuff? I just went, what would I do for a Wednesday 13 acoustic show? I would play songs, and I would tell stories, and so I'm gonna tell you guys some stories. You wanna hear some stories?
Yeah!
You guys keep tuning this guitar though. Keep making noise though.
Wednesday!
All right, yeah, let's go back to the beginning, I guess. 10 years ago almost, Transylvania 90210 turns 10 years old next year. Does that make you feel old? That makes me 21 years old, just so you know. So, yeah, the reason I did that record years ago, I was in the Murder Dolls. You guys know the And I was signed to Rona Records with Murder Dolls, and when the band took a break, I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll do a solo record. So I was already signed to them. I went to them. I went, hey guys, I'm gonna do this record. Will you put it out? And they went, hey, go fuck yourself. Went, okay, all right. Well, I went, all right. Well, so I'll get another deal, sort of deal. So luckily, some label wrote me called Ryko that that loved the band, and we're gonna put your record out. And I went, oh well, okay. Would you wanna, So they sent me a deal. I went back to Roadrunner and I went, hey, we have a new label that wants to sign us. So will you let me go? And they went, no, we want you now. I went, what the fuck? So that's how I got my first deal, because someone else wanted me.
Fucking burn it down!
Yeah!
Called the band!
So yeah, so we did this record called Transylvania 90210. Anybody
Yeah!
And the song of this is called God Is a Lie.
Yeah!
This guitar is so out of tune. Let me tune this. What? What's not real?
Jiminy Christmas.
What? Jiminy Christmas? What?
You guys
Come on, take some questions real quick.
You guys got to sing along too.
You guys have any questions? We're doing a Q&A tonight too. If you have any questions, please ask.
You came here, Paris Theater, when you did that album. It was awesome. I was there. It was beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Good question.
Good question. Yeah, questions now. Anybody got any questions for Ramon?
Are you still addicted to peanut M&Ms?
No.
No?
Actually, yes, I am. It's an ongoing addiction.
Hold on, we have something.
He's giving you some.
Oh, shit.
For you, Mr. 13.
Oh, shit. Thank you very much. Oh, my God. Ramon, eat this bag right now. Back, you eat this bag right now. Go. Thank you, guys. Yes, I'm still addicted to peanut M&Ms and M&Ms just in general. I love them. They're like crack. Any other questions?
Same with this. That's why I see it.
I can't even see you.
Would you ever do
It's like The Walking Dead in here right now. It's like,
You guys need to sing along. It's mandatory.
Will do!
I mean it. All right, any questions? This is a Q&A session as well.
Would you ever do another Gunfire 76 album? We love that
Yes.
album.
But no plans to do it anytime soon. I would love to. We're trying to keep the Wednesday thing going for a while. So, oh, and it's Jack's birthday.
Happy birthday!
The first show of the tour, and it's his birthday. So I think you guys should sing happy birthday to Jack real quick. It's pretty easy. I'll get you started. Happy birthday to you, Jack!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack.
Jack!
Happy birthday to you.
He did it.
Happy birthday, Jack!
Thank you. Thank you. I did it. I did it.
I think I'm in tune now. This is called God is Alive. But I cannot knock upon that door. Once I walk through it, I won't be coming back no more. It's strange how everything can change oh so very fast. Somewhere, someone out there will always have the words left. Just say a prayer for me. Please, I'll forgive. And when you speak of me, don't see regret. I still I'll put the noose around my neck. We'll get to me just in time. I've got no reason left to live. Got 100 to die. I'll put my hands together now. Hold on up to the sky. There's no one to save me here, 'cause I know God is alive. God is alive. Every day I look at myself and I wonder why I have written the soundtrack to the end of my life. And as I find this ladder now in search and I will fall. But God, he must be dead because he never let me fall. Say a prayer on me when you stop forgetting. When you speak on me, don't see regret. Life's a dream. Put the noose around my neck. We'll get to me just in time. I've got no reason left to live. Got 100 to die. I'll put my hands together now. Hold on up to the sky, but there's no one to save me yet. 'Cause I know God is alive. God is alive. Somebody save me, yeah. Just say I'm forgive. Please, I'll forgive. And when you speak of me, don't see regret. Life's a dream. Everybody scream! I'll put the noose around my neck. We'll get to me just in time. I've got no reason left to live. Got 100 to die. I'll put my hands together now. Hold on up to the sky, but there's no one to save me here. 'Cause I know God is alive. God is alive. Thank you. Story time continues. If you guys want to hear another story. So I told you how I got my first record deal, and so this is how I get the second one. So at the end of 2005, and the Transylvania record came out in I think April that year. So I get a call from a record company like, "Hey, your record sucks. It's not selling, and we're gonna let you go." Most bands will tell you, they'll go, "We decided to split ways from the label." But this is reality. Labels tell you to fuck off when you don't sell enough records.
Rebels suck!
But either way, they said, "Hey, you didn't sell enough, get the fuck out of here." So I went back to the original label that wanted to sign me the first time, and they put out the Fang Bang record. Yeah! So we did that record, and we did a video for this song called Home Sweet Homicide. Sorry, my guitar. Oh, you guys just love that song. Do it again, do that thing again. That's like some fucking Randy Roddy Piper shit. It really is.
Welcome back to the U.S.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so the Home Sweet Homicide video. You guys seen that video with the clown and that whole shit? That was filmed in my hometown in North Carolina, and the little town I lived in is a place called China Grove. Have you ever heard of that place? Probably not. Nope. It's a Doobie Brothers song.
Yes.
So we filmed the video in North Carolina, it's a place I lived in, and we filmed this part in this convenience store. Have you seen the part where the clown goes in the store and the whole thing? And it's pretty funny because the day we pulled up was like 9 in the morning. We had to like film like early that day. Like I was up getting my kid ready for school. I'm feeding her Pop-Tarts and putting clown makeup on this dude. I'm like, oh, we gotta film this video. So we go to the convenience store. It's around 9 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and this local garbage truck pulls up. And all these guys get off the truck, and we're kind of hanging outside the store. And I realized all these guys I went to school with. And they're like, "Hey, man, what are you doing here?" Like, we're filming a video. And, "Oh, man, I heard you made it big time." I'm like, "Oh, I've just been doing my band all these years, and, you know, whatever." And so the guy starts talking to me, and he's like, "Hey, man, you know, we went to school together. You remember that one couple who were together, that dude?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "They killed each other." Okay. And he goes, "Remember those two brother guys that were like the fucking like star football guys?" "Yeah, they killed each other. They're dead." It was like one after the other, just another negative, horrible story. That's really kind of made that video just perfect. So this is called Home Sweet Homicide. You know what? Sing it on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing to lose, that's why I'm with you. I had straight glasses, don't lie. And the best thing about our future is knowing that I'm gonna die. Yes, I sing on the stage, and anyone can be. Yes, I want to bring and rise. A lifetime supply of misery. My home's in homicide. Now I'm so lovesick, sick of you. I'll see you and him. Show you and ruin that too. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Sing it, people. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Alright. You're the reason why I never even try. You can stop in your own mind. No, it ain't no, it's a fucking joke. You'll never get out alive. On the count of 3, I want you bury me. I put the casket and say goodbye. They need us ashes to ashes, dust to dust. My home sweet homicide. Now I'm so lovesick, sick of you. Guess I'll see you and him. Sure you would ruin that too. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Sing it, Portland. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Louder. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. You'll be the death of me. Baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Make some fucking noise. kill you and ruin that too. You'll be the death of me, baby, you're my home sweet homicide. You'll be the death of me, baby, you're my home sweet homicide. You'll be the death of me, baby, you're my home sweet homicide. You'll be the death of me, baby, you're my home sweet homicide. Make some noise for you! Thank you, Portland.
Yeah!
All right, now's the time for the Q&A part of the show. So if you got some questions, maybe I have some answers. Maybe raise your hand, if I can see you out there. All right, yes, you right there. You got some questions? I maybe have some answers.
What are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to right now?
Well, not right now, but...
I'm obsessed with the band Killing Joke.
Killing
Yep.
Joke!
I have been for a long time. Other than that, like new stuff, what do you listen to? Gojira, Mastodon, Ghost.
Ghost.
And then the classic stuff like Cooper and Kiss and Typo Negative, Carcass, and the Ace of Base. The Ace of Base, right? Is another baby, yeah. All that she wants is another baby, yeah. If you want to destroy my sweater, hear the screams as I walk away. Watch out around, I'll soon be naked. I'm sorry, we'll keep that going later on with more songs.
I sure hope you're not lying about that.
We have a list. Believe me, it goes on for eons.
And when will that record be released?
Eons, not Egon from Ghostbusters. Any more questions out there before you get the next song?
Did Doyle
Yes.
have any good advice?
What's that?
Did Doyle have any good advice for you?
Doyle, yes, he's actually he. I don't think he had any advice for me, but he's a really cool dude. We hung out a couple of horror conventions
Seattle.
past month in Seattle. I went to Massachusetts a week ago, and yeah, he's an awesome dude. He's totally in shape. Makes you like a big fat dude. He just said, "Hey, stay alive and eat my hot sauce," is what he basically said. He sells hot sauce, which is amazing to me. One day I'll have some hot sauce at my merch booth too.
Do it!
All right, this next song. One more question, Lenny. Yes.
So who was the Mad Manager, really?
The Mad Manager. Well, we set it up online. It was like we hated this guy, but he's actually one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Student Sully the Bull, the Mad Manager, and he works for Dolly Parton and Rob Zombie, and just and he somehow ended up with our janky asses. And yeah, it's an awesome guy. He went on tour the first Murder Dolls thing we did back in 2010, and yeah, he's still hanging out somewhere. So
I need this.
I need this. All right. This song is by the Murder Dolls back in the day. 2003 is was a bonus track on the first album. It was on the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack.
Oh, yeah!
Terrible movie, but this song's good, I think. It's called Welcome to the Strange. breeze, the screech in the rage, and the sign of the head. Welcome to the street. Welcome to the street. Make some noise out there. Right up, hold it right on the line. The lights are here in the back of your mind. It's a breakdown part, and the audience usually screams during this part. But I want you all to scream for Jack because it's his birthday. He just turned 13 years old today. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you. No place around the beat. I'm a self-made monster and my own was hit on me. She stepped right up for the ride of your life. The lights are all here in the back of your mind. Well, you can rearrange the screech in the range, and the sign on the head says, welcome to the street. Welcome to the street. Make some noise. I think it's time to Sprite up. This whole show was brought to you by Sprite. Just so you know. It's so good. It's so good. It's just like lemon and lime together. That's it.
And
Just
carbonate.
lemon and lime.
Lyman.
We should quit buying this shit and just buy a bunch of lemons and a bunch of limes.
Save a buck.
Yeah. All right. You may know this next song. It was my very first single as Wednesday 13, almost 10 years ago. What was it called?
Walk with a zombie.
I Walk with a Zombie. Are you guys ready to sing along with this and make this acoustic show like a rock and roll show? Everyone sing along, if you know the words. It's called I Walk with a Zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now alright. And just last night I walked with a zombie. Come on, zombie. I walked with a zombie. Zombie, zombie. And I walked with a zombie. She makes me do everything she wants me to, and that's okay with me. I'm walking with a zombie. Everybody! Whoa! 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 See you in the graveyard at midnight. Such an horrifying delight. Your eyes cold touch and feel so right. And just last night I walked with a zombie. Come on, zombie, zombie. I walked with a zombie, zombie, zombie. I walked with a zombie, zombie, zombie. I walk with a zombie, zombie, zombie. I walk with a Make some noise for yourselves out there, you singers.
I got this knife.
I got this knife. Any more questions out there?
Another Bourbon Crow.
Are you
Yes,
interested
what's up?
in being in a movie?
I'm sorry?
Are you interested in being in a movie?
Being in a movie, unless it's the movie Airplane or the movie Predator.
Fuck yes, Predators!
I don't want no
Predator
part
is
of that
metal as
shit.
fuck!
I'm just kidding. Are you offering me a movie job right now?
Yes, actually.
What movie is it? Interstellar? Because I'm
No,
booked.
it's actually
I'm booked right now.
a horror
Totally
movie.
porn.
What is it? I'm sorry.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah? And
I can't give away details.
what do you want me to be in it? Like
You'd be one of the main actors.
well, I can't act very well. Have you seen Weirdo a Go-Go? Watch that. You don't want me to. You might want this guy. He's about better than me.
It was a seahorse. It was a
The
seahorse.
seahorse is dead.
It's fucked.
That's the first time we saw you. Come on. And Weirdo a Go-Go.
Ever.
Ever, yes. The puppet masterpiece.
Hi. Hey, Kyle, are you nearby?
Yes!
Can you bring that other guitar up here, the other back up? Sorry, guys. We'll keep answering questions. I'm just dealing with some bullshit up here. Sorry, question. I'm sorry. Yes. Somebody.
When are we going to see a Bourbon Crow reunion?
Reunion? We never broke up.
Good!
Actually, if you come to the whiskey next week, you might see a Bourbon Crow kind of reunion.
How about the Return of Kid Kid?
That's what I'm talking about.
Right on.
He moved to LA, so he will be there.
Alcohol is awesome.
Well, so they say.
Are you ordering now?
Sorry, Vermont's teching for me up here. It's our first day of our tour. We're doing this thing by ourselves, so I hope it's okay for you. Hope you guys are having a good time. Does it sound okay? Hey, you put a battery in there. That works.
I didn't know if we wanted it on high or not.
What's that?
What's the best record you ever did? You're doing
Best what?
record.
Best record I've ever done? I don't know. I think that's a fan question.
Oh, no. It's a personal question. It's your own
I
art.
don't know. I put out a record like every year since 1993. That's kind of hard to pick.
Hard to keep up.
I mean, I have favorite records. I really like the new album a lot. You guys are going to hear that very soon. You heard the new song of the new record?
Yeah!
Come on, play it.
Come on, play!
Come out and play. The new record comes out January 13th. It's called Monsters of the Universe. And we're starting our new tour as well. And we'll be on this side of the coast yet, but we're coming to you guys probably around April, May for the tour.
Yeah!
You better be there.
Yeah!
You better be there.
I'll be there.
I know you'll be there. You're always there. What's your name, by the way?
Zola.
Zola?
Yeah.
That's nice. your real name.
No.
It is.
My real name's Wednesday. Your name can't be Zola. Alright, I think I'm in tune now. Alright, so you mentioned about a movie. Well, I mentioned that I was doing a movie about 2 years ago or 3 years ago called The Dixie Dead. Anybody heard about that?
Yeah!
Here's an update on the movie. I've done nothing.
Great
Nothing
progress.
at all.
Great progress.
Nothing at all. I mean, it's right here. That's the update, you guys. So stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. This is called The Dixie Dead. Acoustic. Take you where the moon don't shine, way back beyond the pine. Tell you a story on the very west line, yeah. In the city they were invincible, so indestructible. The most horrific thing you see, yeah. Now Lordy, Lordy, you wear the Dixie and blood is all they want. Just call it hillbilly homicide, yeah. And they see where the moon is gone. Those motherfucking bulls are ready to bleed you dry, yeah. Everybody, now Lordy, Lordy, ain't no bed. Beware the Dixie Dead. Dixie Dead. The Dixie Dead. Coming to a theater never. Well, maybe. Soon? Yeah.
Eagles.
2020.
Story time again. You guys want to hear a story?
Yeah!
It's not one of my better stories. I'm not very proud of it, but it's a real story. So back in 2007, we recorded this record called Skeletons. I was kind of out of my mind a little bit, more than usual. And I've been on tour like non-stop, doing the Murder Dolls, doing my first record, my second record. I was just kind of crazy. And so I had a weird year that year. And when we recorded this record, Skeletons, we recorded for like 3 weeks or whatever. Recorded in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the very last day of the recording, it was a long process, the whole thing, and I started drinking that very last day of the recording. I started like 9 in the morning. I'm like drinking, and I'm like, I'll finish this whole thing up because we had a Bourbon Crow show that night. I got to get ready for this. So as the day goes on, I'm just fucking shithouse drunk, and we go down to play this Bourbon Crow show after recording the record, and very last day of recording, and we did this Bourbon Crow show, and I am so fucking drunk. I can't even sit on a stool. I'm just like just falling off. And so the show, I don't remember. I've seen photos of it. I don't remember the show. And about 6 hours later, I try to sober up or whatever, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I need to drive home after this show like a dumbass. And I try to drive home, and I'm wasted. And I'm going like 30 miles an hour on the highway, listening to Slayer full blast. I'm like, I gotta get home. Sound like this a little bit. Just driving. I'm driving. I'm like, I gotta get home. And then I flipped my car 5 times. And I flipped my car 5 times, and I break my collarbone in the process. I fracture my ankle, and I'm laying sideways, but the car like lands on its side, and I'm like sideways in the seatbelt. I'm like, it finally stops rolling. I'm like, holy shit, this car's gonna blow up. I watched too many movies. It's gonna blow up. I gotta get the fuck out. So I let go of my seatbelt, and I just fall straight to the floor. So I'm basically standing on the passenger seat, or the passenger window. And I can't get out of this. I can't get out of my car, and I just hear Slayer blasting. War Ensemble. And I hear someone outside go, "Hey, buddy, you all right in there?" And I'm like, "No." And this guy starts kicking my windshield out, like, "Crawl through here." I'm like, "No." So I don't know how I did it, but I climb out of my car like a tank style. I open the door. I don't know how I opened the door with a broken collarbone because it really hurt bad after I realized what happened. And so I climb out of the car, I fall out of the car, I'm on the side of the road, and I'm seeing my car, it's still blasting Slayer, wheels are spinning, smoke's coming out. It's probably one of the most metal things I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going, holy shit, I'm going to jail so bad right now. Wednesday 13, think of a story real quick. Oh, yeah, someone ran me off the road, okay. And so the police show up. I'm like, hey, what happened? I'm like, man, some guy ran me off the road, and I wrecked my car. I think he had a license plate that said, I hate dudes with black hair. I don't know. Better put some leads out. And the guy goes, hey, you smell like you've been drinking. Oh, no, not me. So they take me to jail. I'm in there for, I don't know, 15 hours or whatever. And I come back out, and I get my belongings to me, and I have to go to the impound yard to pick up what's left of my car. And so I pull up there, and it looks like Godzilla just fucking beat the fuck out of this guy, jacked off all over. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, I was like, in this car, it was the master recording of the Skeletons record, was in the passenger seat. The only recording of it, the only master thing of it. And I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, man, that whole record's fucked, it's gone. It's empty, done. And when I somehow pry open the door on what's left of my car, everything's destroyed inside of it. And the master recording is on the passenger seat where it was. With glass all over it, wasn't destroyed. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
And that's how that record survived. So, that's why you have it. And this song is on that, and it kind of leads up to it because I was going through a weird time. This song is called My Demise. I never played this song with the full band, but it kind of works with this acoustic thing. So if you know it, sing along.
Photo is the same, but I don't recognize the face. It looks like me, or who I used to be. Now there's no one but myself to breathe. Now the shadows are around, mind's nowhere to be found. For the watching sun flow tide, and I'll never get out of this life alive. Touch the blood with blue and the light, and the
suffer and die. And I'll never get out of this life alive. Dancing the line, let it go down the line. And the crowd goes wild and mighty. Watch it suffer and die. For the wings of life. Watch it suffer and die. And I'll never get out of this life alive. Catch the blood, let go out the light. And the crowd goes wild and mighty mighty. And the crowd goes wild and mighty mighty. And the crowd goes wild and mighty mighty. Don't drink and drive.
Listen, Sprite.
Well, that's a Sprite.
Hunter, genuine wolf.
Sprite commercial again. This show is brought to you by Sprite. Yes, thank you. Everyone having a good time? Everyone out there? Yeah! It's our first show of the tour. We're a little nervous, so
Don't be.
when you guys make noise and you scream and you have a good time, it makes us feel a little more relaxed. So just feel free to do that.
Yeah!
All right, story time again.
Yeah!
All right, this goes back about almost 5 years ago. The last Murder Dolls record, the Women and Children last record.
Yeah!
The new lineup with this guy and this guy. You guys see that? Anybody seen that tour? We only played a couple shows of that.
Didn't play here.
Well, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
I should have. Either way, so in 2010 we got back together to do the new Murder Dolls record, and the label was kind of like, at the time they were like, oh no, not another Murder Dolls record.
Really?
Really? Yeah. That's the reality, my friend. They were like, really? Okay, let's we'll put it out. You know, let's entertain Joey. Let's put this record out. So that's what it was. And so basically we did this record, and but the label had no idea. They were like, we don't want to do this. But they came out to the studio to listen to what we had done, and it was about 2 weeks into it. We had like most of the stuff done into it, and so like, you know, the main record people came there to listen to it, and we brought them into the studio. We set them down, and we played this song, "Summertime Suicide."
Yeah!
And they were just like, when it first started, me and Ramon and Joey were all sitting in the back of the studio, and they're all up in the front, got their ears in the speakers, and when it came on, they just went, you should have seen their eyes. They were just like, holy shit, this is a potential single. But when they heard Suicide, they went, oh. And like, they were trying during the play of the song, they're trying to tell us like, can you guys figure out a way to maybe like change the lyrics
Fuck the way.
so we can get it on the radio? And I'm like, that's the point of the song. You can't fucking change it. So it was just hilarious just listening to them. I was like, you know, they were trying to figure out how we could change the song for radio. And I'm like, fuck radio.
Yeah!
So,
Dead.
and as you know, we didn't change it. And this song is called "Summertime Suicide."
Yeah!
It's a love story, kind of like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story. So I tried to explain. I was like, hey, you make a Romeo and Juliet movie, sell this fucking song. That's your job. It's called "Summertime Suicide." She left a letter beside her bed, and it read that she would be dead by the time that I read it.
This is what happens in these acoustic shows. Do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take two. Sorry.
She left a letter beside her bed and it read that she would be dead by the time that I read it. There was a trail of blood that led down to the cellar, and that's where I found her.
I got it.
So beautiful with a bloodstained hair. I wish I could have been there. Last a day like dying on the summertime suicide. Last a day like dying on the summertime suicide. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide.
I need this. That's from The Jerk.
In this letter now I write why I must now to my life forever. Cause on that day my heart died, and with this bullet I'll take my life. Goddamn her, so beautiful with a bloodstained hair. I wish I could have been there. Last a day like dying of the summertime suicide. Last a day like dying of the summertime suicide. Last a day like dying of the summertime suicide. Last a day like dying of the summertime suicide. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide. Come on, Portland. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide. Last a day like died on the summertime suicide. 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 Take that, radio.
Never heard on the radio, not even once.
Fuck the radio.
I don't know. Yeah, fuck the radio.
Butthole.
You said butthole.
I did.
That word needs to come back.
Next song.
This next song is also during that same time with the Murder Dolls. It was also the last video that we did, and it probably gives you a good indication of where our next step is going when you see that video of that car going off the cliff. You know what I mean? That's the reality, people. That's where it's going. That's where it is right now. This song is called Nowhere.
Yeah!
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Pull the switch, all systems down. It always left the sound of a move it all was left in town. Reaching for stars, you No, you can't give all if you don't know who you are. You must die. Now a body blood and that's feeding me, 'cause that hand is so to see. Is there a law against me? Feeding yourself. The see I'm going nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting that something's never true. Listen, the see I'm going nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting that, pack my bags to wish you well. I found myself a brand new hell. You're in your suit and tie, trying to take my life with all of your life. No respect, no loyalty, nobody runs more free, especially with me. And now I bite the hand that's feeding me, 'cause that hand is so deceiving. Is there a law against me? Feeding yourself. Sing it, people. They say I'm going nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting that, pack my bags to wish you well. I found myself a brand new hell. Nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting there, pack my bags to wish you well. I found myself a brand new hell. Make some noise for this guy over here.
It's not his birthday. It's Jack's birthday. Happy birthday, Jack!
And now I bite the hand that's feeding me, 'cause that hand is so deceiving. Is there a law against me? Feeding yourself in your motherfucking self. The sick I'm going nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting it, I wish you well. I found myself a brand new hell. Nowhere, and you know that I don't care. Now I'm getting it, pack my bags to wish you well. I found myself a brand new hell. Thank you very much, Portland. Yeah, let's get through. Everyone having a good time out there? I can barely see anybody, but I can hear you guys. So thank you for making noise. Thank you for coming out to the very first show. Yeah. Now it's time to get into some classic stuff. I'm talking like Frankenstein drag queens. That was my first band before the Murder Dolls, and we were a three-piece transvestite, redneck. I don't even know what you call it. It made no sense, but we existed for a little while. And we got the Frankenstein drag queens, put a few records out, and that's what led up to the Murder Dolls. And so we're gonna play a song from that right now. The song's called "Scary Song." So a belated Halloween song for you guys. Ramon, are you ready? Uh-oh. I can take some questions real quick if you guys got them. Maybe one.
Who made your
Maybe.
jacket?
What?
Who made your jacket?
This wonderful lady named Kim Killa. She has Killa Custom Rockwear. She's also Volvatron and Guar.